through the uprights. It's really about turning your weaknesses into your strengths. One of my favorite stories is about Tom Dempsey, one of the famous kickers in NFL history. Actually, he kicked the longest field goal, 63 yards. Did you know he was born with half an arm and half a foot? What he did was he designed a shoe so that it would fit his foot, and it allowed him to use that half of his foot as a strength to kick that ball even farther because he had the right design shoe. He used that weakness as a strength, and that propelled him to NFL history. Another story I want to tell you is about David Metter. David Metter is actually a friend of mine. He is a nationally known blind golfer, and actually has won the National Blind Golf Championship. He became blind when he was about 18 in a car accident, and he lived his life, a normal life, sold insurance, played golf, but now what he does is he is a famous keynote speaker, and he talks about vision, having a vision. He turned his, you might say, disadvantage or weakness, because he's blind, into a strength. Because people understand what he's talking about because he's blind, and now he's talking about having an important vision. It's really key to use your weakness into a strength, because we all have weaknesses. That's just human nature. We're all going to have certain weaknesses. So let me ask you, what are your weaknesses? And are they becoming a disadvantage? What I would recommend that you do is write down 2 or 3 of your weaknesses and see how you can actually incorporate them into your life as an advantage. How can you turn that into a strength? Voltaire once wrote, "We're all dealt with certain cards, but it's how you play those cards is the secret to life, to a successful life." We're all dealt with certain cards. We have strengths, we have weaknesses. You can't let those weaknesses not only detract you, but deter you from being successful. And more importantly, in certain cases, you can turn those weaknesses into a strength if you take the time and energy to use your mind and your heart to push that weakness in the right direction.